Have you ever felt bloated, foggy, or constantly tired? And couldn't figure out why? What if I told you the culprit might be hiding in your sandwich, your pasta, or even your morning cereal? Gluten intolerance is a silent struggle for millions, and many people don't even know they have it. In today's video, we're diving deep into 7 shocking signs your body could be intolerant to gluten, and what you should immediately start doing if these symptoms sound familiar. So if you're tired of feeling off for no reason, stay with me till the end. You might just discover the answer your body's been trying to tell you for years. Before we start, if you're someone who cares about your health and loves understanding the why behind how the body works, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a life-changing tip. Let's jump right in. Sign number 1, constant bloating and gas, your gut's silent alarm. Let's begin with one of the most commonly experienced but dangerously overlooked symptoms, bloating and gas. It's so frequent that many people brush it off as just eating too fast or having a sensitive stomach. But here's what you need to understand: bloating isn't always normal, especially when it keeps happening after specific meals. Imagine this: you've had what you'd consider a normal, everyday lunch, maybe a turkey sandwich, some pasta, or even a slice of pizza. But within an hour or two, your stomach feels tight, swollen, maybe even painfully distended. You feel uncomfortable in your clothes, your belly looks puffed up, and you're passing gas more than usual. Sound familiar? Here's what might actually be going on. Your body could be reacting to gluten, the protein found in wheat, barley, and rye. For people who are sensitive to gluten, even if they don't have full-blown celiac disease, their immune system or digestive system may react poorly when gluten enters the body. Instead of breaking it down smoothly, the gut gets inflamed, leading to symptoms like excessive gas, painful bloating, abdominal cramps, a heavy or full feeling after even small meals. What's worse is that this isn't just about physical discomfort. Over time, this chronic low-level inflammation can damage the gut lining, mess with nutrient absorption, and even affect your mood and energy levels due to the gut-brain connection. Key takeaway: if you're regularly bloated, especially after eating wheat-based foods like bread, pasta, crackers, or even soups thickened with flour, it's not something to ignore. Your gut may be trying to tell you something important. Gluten could be the hidden culprit. Sign number 2, brain fog, when gluten clouds your mind. Now this one often catches people off guard, because we usually associate gluten with digestive issues, not mental ones. But did you know that gluten can have a powerful effect on your brain, too? Many individuals with gluten sensitivity report a strange, frustrating symptom after consuming gluten-containing foods: brain fog. It's that feeling when your mind goes cloudy, your thoughts feel slow, and even simple tasks seem hard to focus on. You might forget names or appointments you'd normally remember, struggle to concentrate during conversations, feel mentally checked out at work or while driving, experience sudden irritability or unexplained mood swings. And the most confusing part? This can happen even if you got a full night's sleep and haven't done anything physically exhausting. So what's going on? Here's what science tells us: in some gluten-sensitive individuals, components of gluten, especially certain peptides, can cross the blood-brain barrier. Once inside the brain, these compounds can trigger inflammation and immune reactions that interfere with normal brain function. That inflammation can dull your thinking, impair short-term memory, and leave you feeling foggy and unmotivated for hours or even days. Even more concerning, long-term exposure to gluten-insensitive individuals has been linked in some studies to an increased risk of neurological issues, including anxiety, depression, and even early cognitive decline in extreme cases. So if you regularly experience mental sluggishness, lack of clarity, or mood changes, and it seems to follow meals with bread, pasta, or baked goods, gluten may be playing a role. Pro tip: try eliminating gluten for a week or 2 and journal your mental clarity. If your mind feels sharper and more energetic, that could be a strong clue. Sign number 3, unexplained fatigue, the hidden drain on your energy. Sure, we all feel tired now and then. A late night here, a busy week there, that kind of fatigue makes sense. But what if you're doing everything right, eating well, getting enough sleep, exercising, and you still feel like you're dragging your body through quicksand every day? That's not normal tiredness. That's something's not right fatigue, and gluten might be the silent culprit behind it. For people with gluten sensitivity or intolerance, eating gluten doesn't just affect the gut. It triggers widespread inflammation in the body. This inflammation forces your immune system to stay on high alert, using up valuable energy reserves in the process. Here's how it works. When gluten damages the lining of the small intestine, your body may struggle to absorb key nutrients, especially iron, B vitamins, and magnesium. These nutrients are critical for producing energy at the cellular level. Without them, you feel like you're running on empty, even if you've just had your morning coffee or a full night's rest. You might notice afternoon crashes that hit hard and fast. Feeling like you never fully wake up during the day. Needing naps or extra caffeine just to function. Brain fog and body heaviness that make everything harder. And here's the kicker, this kind of fatigue doesn't just affect your body, it affects your mood, motivation, and mental health. Many people report feeling emotionally drained, unproductive, and even depressed, all without knowing gluten could be the trigger. Pay attention, if you've ruled out common causes of tiredness, like poor sleep, dehydration, or stress, but still feel exhausted, it might be time to look at your diet. Try removing gluten for a week or two and track your energy levels. Many people are surprised at how quickly they bounce back. Sign number 4, frequent headaches or migraines, the brain's silent alarm. Let's talk about those frustrating, pounding headaches, the ones that come out of nowhere and ruin your whole day. If you're regularly reaching for painkillers to fight off tension headaches or debilitating migraines, your diet might be playing a bigger role than you think. In particular, gluten could be the hidden trigger. Here's the science. Studies show that individuals with gluten intolerance or celiac disease are significantly more likely to experience neurological symptoms, including chronic headaches, migraines, brain fog, and even numbness or tingling in the hands, feet, or face. Why does this happen? It all comes down to inflammation and immune response. When a sensitive person consumes gluten, the immune system may attack it like a threat. In doing so, it can trigger inflammation that doesn't just affect the gut, it travels to the brain, disrupting normal neurological function. Many people report a dull, persistent ache that lasts all day. Sudden migraine attacks, even without obvious stress or triggers. Visual disturbances or aura before the headache hits. Light sensitivity and nausea with no clear explanation. And here's what's scary, most people don't suspect food as the cause. They blame dehydration, screen time, or lack of sleep, while gluten keeps quietly wreaking havoc every time they eat a sandwich, a cookie, or a bowl of pasta. If this sounds like you, try journaling your headaches alongside your meals. See if there's a pattern. For many people, eliminating gluten from their diet leads to fewer headaches, better mental clarity, and even deeper sleep. Sign number 5, skin issues like eczema or keratosis pilaris. When your skin speaks, listen. Your skin isn't just about appearance, it's a powerful indicator of what's going on inside your body. And when it starts acting up without reason, it might be sending a warning signal that something deeper is off. One of the most overlooked culprits? Gluten sensitivity. Many people with undiagnosed gluten intolerance experience persistent, stubborn skin issues such as eczema, dry, itchy, inflamed patches that just won't heal. Psoriasis, red, scaly plaques on elbows, knees, or scalp. Chronic acne, especially around the jawline or cheeks. Keratosis pilaris, those tiny, rough bumps on the backs of your arms. So, what's the connection? It all comes down to inflammation and nutrient absorption. When your body can't tolerate gluten, it often leads to intestinal damage or inflammation, which interferes with your ability to absorb key nutrients, including vitamin A, vitamin E, essential fatty acids. Without these nutrients, your skin becomes more vulnerable to breakouts, rough texture, redness, and irritation. Worse, many people spend years trying every lotion, cream, or dermatologist-prescribed ointment, while the real issue is still hiding in their diet. Here's the takeaway. If your skin is constantly flaring up, and nothing seems to help, it's worth taking a closer look at what you're eating. Cutting out gluten has helped thousands of people clear up chronic skin problems from the inside out. Sign number 6, joint and muscle pain, when it's not just aging. Let's be honest, as we age, we all expect a little stiffness now and then. Maybe a sore knee after a long walk, or tight shoulders after a restless night. But when joint and muscle pain becomes chronic, unexplained, and persistent, it's time to dig deeper. And guess what? Gluten sensitivity might be the silent trigger behind your daily discomfort. What's really going on? In people who are sensitive to gluten, the body treats gluten as a threat, launching an immune response that causes inflammation. But this inflammation isn't always confined to the digestive system. Once it enters the bloodstream, it can circulate throughout the body, landing in places like your knees and wrists, your shoulders or lower back, even small muscles, leaving you sore or achy without a clear cause. Many people describe this feeling as being sore for no reason, or feeling like they've worked out even when they haven't. Some wake up every morning feeling like they've aged 20 years overnight. In fact, studies show that people with non-celiac gluten sensitivity often experience symptoms similar to arthritis, such as swelling, tenderness, and limited range of motion. Why it's so easy to miss? Because joint and muscle pain can be caused by many things, from stress to aging to previous injuries. Gluten isn't always the first suspect. But here's a quick test. Ask yourself, do you notice more stiffness or joint pain after meals containing bread, pasta, or processed snacks? Does your pain come and go unpredictably, without any clear physical cause? If so, it may not be your age, it may be your body reacting to gluten. Takeaway: don't ignore the signals your body is sending. If you're dealing with ongoing aches and stiffness, especially in multiple joints or muscles, it might be time to test for gluten sensitivity, or try an elimination diet under medical guidance. Sign number 7, digestive distress after meals, when your gut speaks louder than words. You just finished a delicious meal, maybe a warm sandwich, a plate of pasta, or a slice of birthday cake. But minutes later, your gut starts throwing a tantrum. Sound familiar? That discomfort isn't just normal digestion. It could be your body screaming for help, especially if you're sensitive to gluten. What does digestive distress look like? People with gluten intolerance often experience a range of uncomfortable, and sometimes embarrassing, symptoms, like nausea or queasiness right after eating, bloating that makes your jeans feel 2 sizes too small, cramping that twists your insides into knots, acid reflux that burns your throat after every meal, diarrhea or constipation that turns eating into a gamble. It's not just too much food or bad takeout. For many, gluten is the hidden culprit causing their gut to rebel. Why we brush it off? Here's the tricky part: digestive issues are incredibly common, and many people chalk them up to stress, age, or just bad luck. But if you find yourself avoiding social outings because of stomach issues, planning your day around bathroom access, reaching for antacids or digestive aids like they're candy, then it's time to listen to your gut, literally. What happens in the body? Gluten can damage the lining of your small intestine in sensitive individuals, disrupting nutrient absorption and triggering inflammation. This not only leads to short-term symptoms like bloating and reflux but can also cause long-term digestive damage if left unchecked. Takeaway: if your stomach throws a fit after meals, especially ones with wheat, barley, or rye, try a gluten-free trial. You might be amazed at how quickly your gut calms down when you remove the trigger. Here's one more bonus symptom: mood swings, anxiety, or even depression. Gut health and mental health are deeply connected. When gluten causes inflammation or disrupts your gut microbiome, it can affect serotonin levels, leading to irritability, anxiety, or a general low mood. So what should you do if you relate to any of these signs? Start with a 2-week gluten elimination test. Cut out obvious sources of gluten, wheat, barley, rye, and track how you feel. You might be shocked at how quickly your energy returns, your mood lifts, or your bloating disappears. But remember, gluten intolerance isn't the same as celiac disease. If symptoms are severe, always consult a healthcare provider before making big diet changes. Have you experienced any of these symptoms? Let's talk in the comments. Your story might help someone else finally connect the dots in their own health journey. If this video helped you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Because sometimes, one small change, like cutting gluten, can make a massive difference. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.